Collins, fly ball, deep into right field. Isaac Collins, it is a walk-off home run. He's done it again, and the Brewers have won their 9th straight game.
From MLB.com, this is the Morning Lineup Podcast. I'm your host, Will Leach. Today is Monday, August 11th, and it was a very full weekend of baseball, and I only have 10 minutes to recap it. And honestly, if you've listened to me do this podcast before, you know I tend to get a bit wordy, so I should probably just get into it. Because if I talk too much in the intro, I'll run out of time later. Very important not to do that, because the pennant chases, they're really kicking into gear right now. And there's like a ton of cool stuff happening, and you, the listener, you have a right to hear about all of it. So no, Will, let's not waste any precious seconds with excess verbiage. The most important thing is shh, Will, just shut up and get on with it.
And Contreras, deep left center, gone!
If you see a Mets fan this morning, please hug them. Mets fans were feeling pretty miserable coming into the weekend, with the team having lost 3 in a row and 7 of its last 8. But this weekend in Milwaukee, I'm afraid, well, about as bad as it gets. At least you'd hope. On Friday, Starling Marte was thrown out at the plate with what would have been the tying run in a 3-2 loss. On Saturday, Ryan Helsley got William Contreras to fly out in the bottom of the 7th, only to have the umpire call a pitch timer violation when the ball was in the air. On the next pitch, Contreras hit a 3-run homer in a 7-4 win. But Sunday was the worst of them all. The Mets took a 5-0 lead off the previously unhittable Quinn Priester and proceeded, inning by inning, to slowly gag it away. It all culminated in the bottom of the 9th with the game tied 6-6, Edwin Diaz on the mound, and the Brewers' Isaac Collins doing this.
Fly ball to deep right. It is back. Soto back. Out of here.
7-6. Brewers win, and Mr. Met just threw himself into traffic. That's now 9 straight wins for the Brewers, their second 9-game win streak of the year. They won 11 in a row just last month. And 7 straight losses for the Mets, whose wild card lead is now down to a perilous game and a half after the Reds beat the Pirates on Sunday. Imagine being the manager of the Mets and having to talk to a gaggle of rabid NYC beat folks after all of this. Carlos Mendoza doesn't have to imagine that. It's literally his job.
It's hard to describe, tough, frustrating, but we got to turn the page,
Ugh. Seriously, hug every Mets fan you know. Lord knows they could use one. So the only happy thing for the Mets right now? Well, Yankees fans are nearly as miserable.
Altuve delivers deep to left field again, and that one's gone.
Jose Altuve, Yankees fans love him, hit his 250th career homer, and Carlos Correa hit his second since returning to Houston as the Astros won their series in the Bronx with a 7-1 victory over Max Fried and the Yankees. Loss dropped the Yankees to 2-7 since the deadline, and had it not been for the White Sox bailing them out with a 6-4 win over the Guardians on Sunday, it would have dropped them out of the third wildcard spot entirely. Instead, they remained half a game up on Cleveland. Also, even worse, they had Old Timers Day at Yankee Stadium on Saturday, and Mariano Rivera freaking tore his Achilles. I mean, you can't really blame Aaron Boone or Brian Cashman for that. But the way things are going, I have no doubt someone's going to try. The Astros needed that win, by the way, because they found themselves in perilous playoff position as well. Had they lost and the Mariners won, they would have fallen out of first place in the AL West for the first time since June 3rd. The win kept them in first because the M's, well, like the Brewers, they will just not stop winning.
Cal blisters this out to right field. He has homered. Cal Raleigh's 45th home run this year.
Cal Raleigh homered again Sunday for the 3rd day in a row, his 45th of the season, as the Mariners finish off their sweep of the Rays with a 6-3 win. They've now won 7 in a row, and when you consider this was also the weekend that the Mariners retired Ichiro's number, well, this is just about the best time to be a Mariners fan in about 2 decades. Everybody's having fun. After the break, Jen Powell, well, she made baseball history this weekend. What did you do?
like the dream actually came true today, and I'm still living in it, and I'm just so grateful to my family, to Major League Baseball for just creating such an amazing work environment, to all the umpires that I work with, who we have just amazing camaraderie, and we're having fun out there. We're working hard, but we're having fun, and I'm just so thankful.
We saw something this weekend we've never seen before, but we'll see many times again when Jen Powell, whose name is not spelled the way you think it is, by the way, it's Pawol, became the first woman to umpire a MLB regular season game. She actually umped 3 of them, a doubleheader on Saturday, and then a stint behind the plate for the series finale of the Braves-Marlins series. She's got a good third strike call, too. Not quite Enrico Palazzo, but certainly big league quality. Congratulations, Jen. Welcome to the show. The Braves won that game 7-1, by the way, sweeping the series, as if anyone's going to remember that part. Hey, look who homered again.
Kicks and fires 1-2. Ohtani yanks one in the air, deep right field. It's got a chance. It's tied.
That's number 41 on the year for Shohei Ohtani, giving him 95 as a Dodger, tying Detroit's Cecil Fielder for most ever by a hitter in his first 2 seasons with the team. He's going to need 18 more to tie Babe Ruth's record with the Yankees. Way to go, Shohei. I think you've got a future in this league. But the biggest homer in the game came from the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement.
And here's a swing and an absolute belt to left. Gone! Ernie Clement on the first pitch he sees puts the Blue Jays back on top.
Clement's homer in the top of the 9th ended up the winning margin in the Jays' 5-4 victory, salvaging the final game of their series at Dodger Stadium, a series the Dodgers had mostly dominated up to that point. Keep an eye on this potential matchup come October. I mean, if you want to. I don't want to sound demanding. You can do whatever you'd like. A full slate of baseball on Sunday means talking super fast down the stretch. Hey, it was actually a pretty exciting Sunday night game between those hated I-55 rivals, the Cubs and the Cardinals. After a rain delay, Shohei Managa and Sonny Gray both pitched great, giving up only 1 2-run homer, 2 respectively, Pedro Baez and Matt Shaw. But when Nolan Gorman singled home Jordan Walker in the 7th, the Cardinals had enough to eke out a 3-2 victory. Cardinals were sellers at the deadline, but it should be said they are only 3.5 games out of the wild card right now. Stranger things have happened.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. The Phillies have completed the sweep against the Texas Rangers.
Johan Duran finally gave up a base runner as a Philly, but he still breezed for his 4th save since the deadline, earning Zach Wheeler his 10th win in the process as the Phils finished their sweep of the Rangers with a 4-2 victory. It's Philly's first sweep since June 15th. Hey, the Tigers remembered how to win a series. Thanks to Riley Green's 27th homer and Kerry Carpenter's 21st, Tigers won their 2nd series in more than a month with a 9-5 victory over the Angels. They're back up to 6 games in the AL Central, so relax, guy. Willie McIver, yet another freaking A's rookie, had a 2-run single on the top of the 9th to give the West Sacramento boys a 3-2 comeback win over the Orioles. Walk-off alert!
Hit high in the air, right field, might have a chance. Long run, it's going to get up. Got it here! Keisha with an opposite field, 2-run homer, and the Twins walk off Kansas City 5-3.
That was Luke Keyshaw hitting a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 11th to help the Twins beat the Royals 4-3. For what it's worth, Twins actually have a winning record since they traded nearly half their roster at the deadline. That's all for today's Morning Lineup Podcast. Thank you for listening. Please be sure to give us a rating and review and tell everyone you know about this podcast. I, Will Leach, will be back with you tomorrow, which means if you listen to this show loyally every day, and obviously you do, you've had to deal with me for 3 shows in a row now. I apologize. Know that eventually I will be released to the outside world, that soon we will both be free. See you tomorrow.